All right, the Bucs and the Bills. These are two teams that are kind of licking their wounds at this point. The Bucs, they just lost to New England 28-23 in Tampa. The Bills, they beat Kansas City in week 9, and that was the high of all highs for them. Now, we know they've done it in the regular season, not the postseason, but they back it up by losing to Miami 30-13. So which of those two was more disappointing looking at those two losses from what we consider to be good teams, Coach?
Oh, I think the Buffalo loss was more disappointing for sure. I live here in Tampa, and everybody's down. That was a game that they felt was winnable. They had some chances against New England, didn't get it done. This week, though, I think the key from the Bucs standpoint, if you're going to play Buffalo, you've got to attack them running the ball downhill. And Tampa has had some injuries in their offensive line. Bucky Irving has been out for the last 4 or 5 weeks. They don't have the mentality right now that they can go in and win a game running the ball. And to me, that's what you need against Buffalo. And if I'm Todd Bowles, I'm telling my guys, I know we don't have Bucky Irving, but we are going to still pound the ball at these guys, and we're going to win up front. Offensive line, you got to do a good job that way. And then I think they've got a shot to win it.
Yeah, for me, Coach, I'm looking at the Bucs defensively, and just last week against the New England Patriots, just too many big plays down the field. They gave up a 69-yard TD run, a 54-yard passing TD, 72-yard play, just too many big plays. But also, I was a little surprised. I thought they would have more success against the Patriots offensive line. They only had 1 sack. He blitzed a lot, and they just could not have that consistent pressure on Drake May. And that's what it comes down to. When Todd Bowles is blitzing, he's the best in the business at it. He has to get home. And when they're successful, that defense, they create turnovers and give their offense a lot of opportunities. So that's one of the things that I'm looking for.
Yeah, and that is going to be a key to the game. Todd is going to come with some different blitzes. Will Buffalo handle it? Will Josh Allen get surprised into a turnover? That's got to be the Bucs' secret sauce if they're going to win this game.
And will the Bills just be patient enough, Coach, to run the football? I mean, if it doesn't work a few times with James Cook, continue to give him the football, because at any point in time, you know he can make a big play.
Yep, absolutely. And the other side is true for the Bucs too. You know, Miami is not a team you think of that just is a powerhouse running team. And they took Devon Achane and just said, you know what, we're going to run the ball and we're going to make it work. And the teams that have done that against Buffalo have had some success. But if you think you're going to beat Buffalo and let their pass rusher just go and let that speed run around the field, it's going to be a long day.
Yeah, one of the things the Buffalo Bills defense of linebackers struggled with was those Dolphins offensive linemen getting on top of them. You know, because once you get on top of those small linebackers, they're getting pushed back 3 or 4 yards, and all of a sudden the running back's not getting touched to 8, 9, 10 yards down the field. And that's something else that we have to pay attention to.
Yeah, Miami's, it's an interesting thing because New York, they fire the coach, and Dayball, they keep the GM. Miami, they fire the GM, they keep the coach. Coach Dungy, I mean, what does that say to you? How do you take that?
I take it as you have organizations that maybe aren't sure what they're doing. I don't know why you would fire the GM in Miami. It's not like you have bad players. You put in a system, and you got players for that system, and it wasn't working. I don't know that you blame the GM for that. I just don't understand it. But you know, we'll see. I don't like in-season moves. I think it's a sign of panic, and that usually is not a great thing.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.